Ole, 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 ole. Okay, so because earlier this didn't have this, it was frowny face, so I'm glad that it changed. Um,
Ad astra abyssos. Ad astra.
There'll be an extra key for that. How?
oh, jeez. Okay, whatever. Um, so if I remember correctly, what has occurred? We, the world overfloated. Well, at least Fontaine overflowed. Everyone's okay because Nicolette absolved them of their sin of being humans without permission of the Celestia. And let's see. Kind of, we found Charlotte. She took us to where Navia lives. The fucking name does not occur to me at this moment. And now we're gonna head over to talk with Risley with Charlotte because Charlotte wants to interview him, but he keeps saying no every single time. So she's gonna try to force his hand a little bit, which is funny. I don't blame her though. Yes, no more. Okay. Oop. But yeah, so not much has occurred.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
We have, I
Dude,
guess.
did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Oh.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought
Talking
about a
him up?
miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
but not impossible.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
Ah, jeez.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Run.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sijuane. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile?
You're so cute if you weren't a dick.
So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see.
Yeah,
Fontaine's
that's so
undergone
cute.
some
You can see them in
changes,
the
but
background.
this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Damn, that sucks.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hold on, I'm checking something real quick.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
That
In that
lens
case,
started.
let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
Honestly, that is a pretty interesting topic.
All right. Last stop.
And it might
the
double as
docks.
an interview.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurrier and Miss Lurvine as shields. Very good.
You should be happy for them. They have a bright future ahead of them.
How do I get more? I actually want to search some up. So supposedly I can still get some. I have my doubts though.
Here are the interview notes. They mentioned that the flying ship may have many uses in the future, and the journalist asked me what I thought of them. Seriously, how would I know anything about that? Flight is just flight. Whether people want to use a flying ship to broadcast good news or organize weddings is none of my beeswax.
A wedding? Huh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
So the flying ship can be used for weddings?
I didn't say that. That journalist mentioned it, and what does that have to do with us anyway?
True. What does that have to do with us?
Oh. I think she has feelings for him. He doesn't understand or doesn't reciprocate. And then give me credit coupons. Freaking help me understand how this works. That's what I want to know.
What should we do for our next performance?
That will always be one of the banes of my existence. I not necessarily pride myself, but I like to get all the foods from every region. And I didn't do that this time. That frustrates the hell out of me. Ooh, topmost one, but not the topmost one. Not the line.
The ferry has set sail! Tour Guide Abel at your service! I'll start by telling you a bit about our destination, Maritime Harbor. If you've been to the port before, you'll definitely have seen the huge lift. I've heard it's no small feat to make one of that scale. Not only that, but it's also designed to work using multiple energy sources. If you know any super rich merchants, that want to build really tall buildings, you can invite them to Fontaine to hire the designers of that lift. Or at least the people they taught their craft to. If you'll please look to the west, you'll see a vast mountain in the distance. That's what Elinas turned into after lying down. If some huge creature like Elinas comes to Fontaine again, but isn't as reasonable as Elinas, and causes trouble, then we'll probably subdue it with half the force of Maison Gardiennage. After all, there are a lot of forces protecting Fontaine right now. If you encounter something really dangerous out there in the wild, you can always come to Fontaine for protection. Okay, our boat is now passing through Poisson Tunnel. It's said that to deal with the crisis of the Second Diluvian period, some people thought about using the tunnel boring tech to hollow out the mountain and build a city inside. But if the water covered the mountain, wouldn't the people inside suffocate? Or were they going to build a super tall tower to breathe through? A tower like that would need to be super duper huge and really strong. Even with all the engineers and workers in the country, it would take hundreds of years to finish the work. So that plan definitely wouldn't work.
I'm on my phone right now, and I'm looking at Issa's supposed night soul. Bro, it reminds me of Dia de los Muertos. I think just because of that, I might pull for him. Granted, I hate the fact how...
As the operator of our lines likes to say, we Aquabus tour guides carry a huge responsibility. Lots of tourists have no idea which shops are worth going to or what local specialties are worth buying. It's up to us to fill them in. If we tour guides do a good job, then everyone in the court of Fontaine will earn a bunch more mora. It really motivates me when I think of how my work can have a positive influence on other people's lives. Even if there aren't many passengers, and even if I don't actually have that many stories to share, as long as I persist, the results will definitely come with time.
Because Natlan was based off of Mondstadt and whatnot, so... Just... Wait, what? What am I saying? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm being slightly distracted by my phone. Natlan is slightly based off of Mexico, so the fact that there is no, like, nothing,
Ding, ding, ding!
but there's that.
Welcome
So,
to Romaritime
at least I got that.
Station, where this tour ends. Thank you for riding with us today, and if you have any suggestions or feedback, please write a letter to the tour operator. Sometimes the letters will be forwarded to me, and I'll read every single one carefully. Then, the next time you ride the Clementine line, I'll definitely provide even better commentary. And maybe, if I get enough good ratings, I'll get a bonus. And then I can treat Elfan to a huge meal. Then when you ride the Navia line, you'll meet an even happier Elfan.
Coolio. Oh. 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 That's awfully embarrassing. Thank you so very much for the ride.
How long will it take if I set out?
I like to think that if these doors open, I'm gonna split in half in a really funny way. Noise. No noise. 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 Okay. Writing's coming again. The fuck? I feel like I just got her recently. I'm sorry, I'm looking at 5.6. Okay. Oh. Okay. D-Luke is coming. We get to see D-Luke. Hell yeah. And Albedo has a trial? That's crazy. Hold on, I'm looking at a summary because if I look at the whole thing, I'm gonna be too enamored. So, something about Fontaine, Ron, Aoife. Oh, and Keach. Of course, games to play, Leyline Overload, Song of the Welcome Moon, coming on April 30th, D-Luke's birthday. Bro, what the hell? That's kind of crazy. That goes hard. Okay. Am I supposed to be on this side? I'm supposed to be on this side. Oh, ya vamos. Pues, ya necesitamos ir that way.
They really are here. How did you know?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, the flooding passed. I mean, like, where do they need them?
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Do I need one?
Is it? It's a wondrous bag that can be used
Sorry.
to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Oh, poor Femine.
Friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Femine.
You could just make a friend
Estoy
like
echando
Fremine
pedo.
here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Are you saying that he's gullible?
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Remine socialize.
I love how Lynette doesn't socialize because she doesn't like socializing. Femine doesn't socialize because he's too shy to socialize, so she's forcing him to socialize. And that's funny.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
And that said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
That's cute.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler? Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
Very welcome.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well... After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
That's
A
crazy.
gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
I don't know why I pressed space because I wanted to talk. So first of all, that's crazy. Second of all, it kind of just goes to wait, what the fuck? Hold up, because, not Farina de Fontaine. Oh god. Folklore gave him the gnosis so that he can use his full, so that he can have his full dragonic powers, whatever, right? He's giving it to Arlecchino? I mean, I guess he doesn't need it, but at the same time, that's pretty crazy. Aren't you gonna judge the gods, or are you like this judge I can fuck with? Meaning, oh god. Meaning the Ice Archon, the Cryo Archon, whose name also comes, like, blinks in my head. So, is he saying, like, I kind of fuck with your plan in that way? Because he just got the power back. I mean, that's pretty
It could have been
crazy.
done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
That's still pretty crazy.
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
I mean, yeah, but like, that's pretty crazy.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
Oh, I like how there's like the
I
remnants of water
suspect
on
you'll
the
have to
ground.
ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that.
Fucking really?
Back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
I thought that we
They
were
say that he's
leaving.
returned to Snezhnaya to recover
Fair
from
enough.
his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
I mean, like, fair enough. I mean, we haven't even talked to, I guess it would either be Roulette or someone about Natlan. Because we had talked to, every single time we've gone somewhere, we've always talked to someone.
That's
So.
true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
I mean, there was this one time in a chasm where we allied with some Fatui. But that was just to get them out, basically.
By such a simple switching of sides?
Oh, like, you know? Yeah. It's fucking
Father.
scary.
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Oh, Charlotte's gonna try to interview her. I can fucking tell. Even if it's the fucking name.
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Damn, don't even bother to learn her name.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
Also, they say that Lynette's hair perfectly matches Father's. I do agree with
That's
that.
right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths. and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. Alright then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Nivelette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Normally there's at least someone we can talk to. Jeez, they're all gone. Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for the whole entire fucking time. You know, they say that the fountains go off based on the music. Honestly, I feel like they go off more off of vibes and shit, because I don't know much about music, nor how those work, so to me, it's just vibes.
Ooh, he really is there!
The fact that this still looks like a guillotine to me will never be lost. It's kind of terrifying that he's standing right in front of a guillotine-looking statue. Gosh. Oh my god, right after witnessing for folklore in Farina. That's kind of crazy, though.
So, you really are here, Nivelette? I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
I'm stealing that line. I need that sometimes.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign!
And then you gave that to the Schneznayan
But
Archon.
Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Oh.
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Okay, I'm sorry. It said mimic, and all I can think of is FNAF now.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
Was it the sponge left in the bathroom?
In your bathroom. I spray. Did you clean it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I left it out so it could dry.
No se deja ir. O en la cocina, o acá en el zinc, donde está la máquina, aquí arriba. Las cosas se terminan de acomodar.
Yes, ma'am. It was because it was really wet, so I was just...
Pijama here, pijama. Ese calzón de pijama tiene ahí bastantes días. Mañana vamos a lavarlo. Pon las fotos en su lugar, Liliana, might as well. Dos brasieres afuera. ¿Qué nomás se puede ir a uno? Sí, es que I took this one out earlier. That's good.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Nadie te molesta, mi amor. Deja la puerta abierta que la pestilencia circule.
My room smells?
Yeah. I've been saying forever. Listen, Mommy.
It's only when I'm out of the room in which I leave my door open. When I'm in it, I just prefer to have it closed.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Fossilor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Well, technically.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Isn't it
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
That's what I'm curious about.
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
The girl's under so much stress and depression. Maybe she's been relieved of her duty. I can only imagine.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
He has to.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh shit, that's true.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Not quite.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Yeah, so if it has, does it because the power within the Gnosis is that elemental dragons, right? So you just got back the power of the Gnosis, but then you gave over the Gnosis to Signora. Not Signora, Arlecchino. So does that mean that it's just a placeholder? Does it still have power?
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power.
You don't?
As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
Fair enough.
What complicated considerations. Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude. apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Not long.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Honestly, I feel like Child should be there.
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I mean, you weren't wrong.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp.
Huh.
So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Oh. Private conversations. Eavesdrop it in private conversation. Is this a cutscene? This might be a cutscene.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
Maybe.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite... I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
So it's oh boy. Or are they same? I don't think they are the same person.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
no need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
We got everything and nothing at the same time. We got more answers. More questions than answers.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender?
Because we knew that they were, at least I knew that they were part of Descenders.
So that's what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here. I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the no-sees, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
I'm so curious to what people have reacted to in that certain part. Bro, that slide was so...
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Boy, open up my legs like a crab. Dear Lord, that made me blush. Yeah, because she could control the elements without requiring a vision.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right?
Yep.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
Creepy.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck.
Oh, fair enough. I was like, where are you going with this?
Let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
It's not what she wanted, it's what needed to happen.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
I would like to talk with Farina. You know, see how she's doing.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I suggest that you fully prepare your...
Okay. so I got plenty of time. 10 days. So I do want to do it as quickly as fucking possible. Will it reset? Because... Oh, that's so interesting though. Hold on. Will it reset? I hope to God it does. Because I missed. Not that I missed, it's just... This is frustrating. I hate how Netland have that thing. To make people come, to make people join. Yeah, but for your scrapbook thing, that frustrated me so fucking much. Because I didn't want to start Natland. Yet that I fucking did, and that was so annoying. Because ain't no fucking way I wanted to do that. And it made me do that, and that's not fair. Because I want to enjoy Natland. Well, you know, you're in Natland. Okay, gonna stop this recording, do another one.